Welcome to the Canter Culture podcast hosted by RELATABLE. I'm an equestrian mom, wife, and creative that wants to invite you to an unconventional horse-related listening opportunity. There's enough drama in the horse world. Let's talk about something else. Think of our podcast this way. You just got done riding. Your horse is quietly munching hay in his stall. Grab a cocktail or a mocktail and let's chat in the aisle about horses and anything horse-related.
Okay. I guess we're doing this. Oh my God. Okay, so you need to turn and face the camera first of all. You know, I had to sit. You're like my child, you don't listen. Sit. Good, and stay. You know, I had to like think about an outfit because now like when you do a podcast anymore, you have to prepare to like put it on YouTube also. So here I was like having multiple outfit meltdowns, deciding what to wear to the barn to do this podcast episode. Anyways, here it goes. So, you know, the horse world has enough drama in it. And I just want to talk about something else. I want to develop a podcast where you might come and giggle. You know, we're not going to get in depth into hard topics or deep diving into somebody's life, you know, starting like how'd they get started and where are they now? We might touch on that kind of stuff, but I want a podcast that's light. I want something that is enjoyable. You know, we go to the barn, us horse people, we go to the barn for relaxation and for fun. So we should be listening to things on our podcasts that are also light and fun and might make us smile and might make us laugh. You know, there is nothing better, well, A, than going to the barn, because let's face it, the barn is therapy, and B, laughing like a good belly laugh. It just feels so good. So listen, I love all of the other equine podcasts, the On the Rail, the Elevate Your Ride, the one with Andrea Fapani. I love those because I get so much information from them. I really, really do. And this isn't to take away from any of that kind of thing, and it probably won't anyways, but I just want to talk about, like, do you think your horse has a certain personality, or like what's his voice sound like? Like my horse is a disgusting pig, and like he just would be like that pig pen of a person that you're like, get your life together, you know? I don't know, like I want to talk about that stuff. I do want to have people on that are really interesting. So I am a wife, I am a mom, I am also a creative, and I have been able to meet so many interesting people in the horse world throughout my travels, whether it be through showing or through my work. And I would love to tell some of their stories too, but again, like not a deep dive because we want to have fun. This is going to be like the tone of this podcast is going to be, you just got done riding your horse, whether that's at a horse show or at home. This is my barn, so welcome. But you know, you just got done riding your horse and you're ready to relax and kind of reflect on the ride that you just have. Again, whether that was at a horse show or at home, you're going to grab a cocktail and you're going to sit in the aisle with your friends and talk. That is one of the best parts of the barn and horse showing, is your friends in the community of horse people. And, you know, a lot of times when we sit and have those talks in the aisles with our cocktails or our mocktails, we touch on some really cool topics, and, you know, they're some of my most memorable conversations. So that's what I want to do. I want to do that here in this podcast. I want to talk about those memorable things. And again, it could be fashion, like what kind of jeans do we like to wear? Like, let's talk about the jeans, like real quick. Let's, you know, they either are gapping in the back, or they're too short, or they ride up while you're riding, or, you know, they're $300. There's a lot of things going on with jeans, like riding jeans right now. So I want to bring somebody on that's a specialist in that, and we need to talk about it. Like we need to freaking talk about it. You know, I want to even talk about relationships, whether that's like friend relationships or dating relationships. I mean, let me say something. I am so grateful that I am not in the dating world right now, because I can't imagine this online dating situation. And I want to bring on somebody also that we can talk about the online dating, because when I have a 6-year-old daughter, and when she is ready to date, I need to understand this. I need to understand how this works, because as of right now, I don't have a clue, like not a clue. Like when I was dating, like you go meet somebody out and be like, hey, you want my number? Like, thank goodness we even had cell phones at that point. But like, it's just really different right now. And I would be interested in talking to people who are in their 20s and their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. I want to hear the whole like spectrum of it. That's something I definitely want to talk about. The struggles, the successes, all of that. And even like marriage relationships or long-term relationships, let's address the different types of horse guys. Some girls are married to their horse trainers, or, it's like a husband-wife team. Some girls are married to guys that haven't got a clue. For example, I'm obviously not married to this person, but my father, I can't tell you, like if I ever go away and I'll call home and be like, oh, how are things going? He's like, oh, it's good. They're outside with their bridles on. And I'm like, what? They have something in their mouths? And he's like, oh, well, no, the thing's on their heads. Oh my gosh. Halters. We have had horses for 25 years. And he still doesn't know the difference between a halter and a bridle. And I know some of you girls out there, you understand me, you get that, you are married to a guy that is clueless. I mean, seriously, I went to a photo shoot last night for a younger girl, and the boyfriend, flat out freaking terrified. He was like this big jock type of guy, flat out freaking terrified of the horse. I was like, here, I'll hold it. He's like, no, I got it. But he didn't have it. So like, how do you bring that guy around? Like, how do you introduce him to the horses and like make him see this passion, this crazy horse girl, thing that we have? I mean, I've seen some girls that find a guy, he totally knows nothing about horses, and they like turn him. And next thing you know, he's buying a horse. He's all in. Like, how do you do that? Like, I just don't like how do these girls do this? I'm clearly don't, I just need to learn more about that. So, and then, there's another type of relationship, like the girls that are married to men that are also in the horse industry in some capacity, like me. I'm married to a farrier. Some people would say hashtag blessed. Guys, I hate hashtag blessed, but okay, hashtag blessed, right? No, because my horse is always the last one to get done. Always, 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 always. And God forbid, do you hear my pony in the background? He is so freaking rude. Anyways, God forbid I mention to my husband that like, the horse looks like a little long, or like, I don't know, he seems like a little sore. He literally will hand me the shoeing tools and be like, here, go ahead, you have at it, you figure it out. No, I can't. No, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not gonna try with the tools. Have you ever tried to pull the shoe off? You guys, it's not easy. Like, it's actually really freaking hard. So like, I give him so much credit. Like, he is amazing, amazing, amazing. And really, it is very rare that I like do complain about anything. But like, I'm a girly girl, obviously. If anybody that knows me knows, I'm a girly girl. I like the bling, I like makeup, I like having my hair done, I'm into clothes, all the things. I'm not gonna bend over and try and like shoe my own horse, trim my own. It's just not, it's not for me. So, like being married to someone like that, again, like I'm very lucky, but at the same time, there's some challenges there for sure. What about being married to an equine vet? Can you imagine? Like, I can't imagine, like, brilliant people. They're like one of a kind, I give them all so much credit, but they're never home. I mean, they're literally never home. Like I'm going to call and be like, hey, my horse has a bellyache at 2:00 in the morning. Like they're leaving their family and coming. Like, what if you have like little kids and like little babies and you're basically like a freaking single mom, right? Like a single mom with like, the life is probably pretty good, but at the same time, he's never around. But then, I don't know, like it would be like kind of cool if like he wasn't around that much and then he like came home with like a YSL bag and was like, love you, babe. Then that would probably make it like, okay. I don't know. For me, I don't know. I would probably make it okay for me. But I think I'm definitely My love language is either words of affirmation or gifts. So yeah, like those two things would definitely do it for me. So again, those are like topics that I definitely want us to talk about. And I want to, include people that have been in these type of situations and relationships. Oh, you know what else would be like really cool is to listen. I said that I'm a girly girl. Makeup. Let's talk about makeup. They don't know it yet, but I'm going to have Deanna Willis and Dylan Campbell on. Yeah, like I said, they don't know it yet, but I'm going to make them come on this podcast and talk to us about horse show makeup. Because you know what? There's different types of makeups that work for different types of people. I read on Facebook or Instagram all the time that they're like, this makeup works great for this and this makeup works great for that. We all have different skin types and aging skin or younger, beautiful, youthful skin. And there cannot be one product that works great for everyone. So I would love to have them on and like pick their brains for like different types of makeups for different types of skin and different ages of people, all the things. You know what? Honestly, even like skincare, I'd love to have an esthetician on and talk about that too. Cause like we spend time in the barn. Who's got time for that? It needs to be something quick and easy and manageable, but our skin is important. We're out there in the show pen. You know what? That's a good question. I would even like to ask a judge, can you tell that I just got my Botox done? I didn't actually, but I wonder if a judge could tell. Probably not. But for me, it makes me feel good. And, I actually have a slogan that I swear by, and it is look good, feel good, ride good. No joke. I mean, if you have on a great outfit from, I'm just going to plug her, Show Me Again. If you have a great outfit on from Show Me Again. Oh my God. My fan just turned on. Okay, hold on.
Okay, let's take a little commercial break because my exhaust fan in my barn turned on.
You're being so good. Just stay. This is great. Okay, so back to it. Like if you have a great outfit on from, like I said, Show Me Again or something, or Just Peachy, those are my two girls. I mean, there's plenty of designers. They're all amazing. I'm not going to lie. But if you've got on a great outfit, your makeup is looking good, your horse is well prepared, it's probably going to be pretty good. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, because you're just going to have that confidence. You're going to feel good about yourself. You put in the time, you put in the work, you've got the outfit, you've got the look. It'll be good. Trust me. Trust me. So I would even love to talk to the clothing designers. Like, they're incredible. How do they come up with all these different designs? Again, I'm a creative. I couldn't do it. Like, I don't know how they, I don't have the patience for sewing. I really don't. But I am so impressed with these people and how they come up with these interesting designs. And like a lot of times they don't look the same. It's always something new and it's always changing. So cool. So cool. So like, hey, Rachel Sackrider, you want to come on and like talk with me? I think people would love to hear what you got to say. Oh. What else, Nikki? What else do we want to talk about on this? I would love to have an animal communicator come on. Have you guys ever had one? They are so cool. I've used a couple different animal communicators. One girl at the horse shows, the Equimist, amazing. And I had another lady come to my barn, actually to do a barn blessing because, listen, I only have 2 horses in this barn right now, which I could fill it. Trust me, I could fill it. But the first stall in this barn, I haven't had a horse in for a while because I swear to God, it's like spooked, it's haunted. Like there was like a demon in that stall. Every time I would put a horse in that stall, something tragic would happen. And I just can't, like I can't. So I had this woman come out and do a blessing on my barn. And then she also did a reading of my horses. And I was blown away. She was one of the first ones that ever came here and everything. Like she didn't know me. There was no way she stalked me on Facebook. And the stuff that she said, oh my God, I was like in tears. I mean, it just like got me to my core. It's just incredible. So whether you believe it or you don't, sometimes it's kind of fun just to do fun stuff like that. And again, this podcast is here to make you giggle, 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 giggle. I want us to laugh. I want us to have a good time. I don't want us talking about really serious things. This is for fun. Maybe this podcast is going to be short. So like only like 30 minutes on your commute to work, like your half an hour cardio at the gym, while you're getting ready in the morning. This is going to, while you're in your trailer prepping to horse show, you can listen to this. Maybe we will get you more excited to show. I don't know, something along those lines. But I want to like make you guys happy because horses make us happy. That is the grand scheme of this, is horses make us happy. This thing right here, he stinks. He's disgusting, but I love him so much. You know what's crazy? I can't stand listening to people eat, like, at all. I could sit in this barn and listen to that thing munch and slop hay all day long, and it's like therapy. Just love it. Now, if my husband or my child did that, or my mother, I think I would like vomit. Like I'd be crawling out of my skin. Horse, love it. You know, let's talk about that too. Moms, being a mom, having a mom, show moms, all that kind of stuff. Like that all, these are fun topics that we could talk about because, I mean, my mom, she has always been like my support system. She's here for me, everything. She's a tough lady though too. And you know, I like other show moms, like the first show mom that comes to my mind is Deanna Ripion. Like, talk about show mom goals. Show mom goals is Deanna Ripion. So I'm sure we're gonna have to talk to her as well. And also being a mom, like I'm not gonna lie. So I'm almost 40 years old. I never really thought that I would be a mother. Like it just wasn't something I ever like saw in my future when I was like 18. And then I met my husband and I was like, yeah, we need to have a child. So, and she's freaking perfect. Well, she's not, but she is. And, but being a mom and trying to horse show and run your life around what your kid is doing and what your kid needs from you, and also, you know, what horses take out of you is a lot too, as far as like time commitments and, you know, time in the saddle. It's a lot. It really is a lot. So balancing that act, and, you know, a lot of women have corporate jobs also, plus children, plus horses. It's crazy. It's crazy. But somehow we do it because we love it all. We love it all. And I would love to even, there's like no handbook, right, on being a mom. And not that I don't know, should there be one? Maybe there should be a handbook on being a mom, because at least some like bullet points to just be like, hey, you screwed that up is totally cool, because like in a couple years, it's not even going to matter. Or even tomorrow, it's not going to matter. You know, for me, I try and just like one day at a time and one meltdown at a time. And we just reassess and we keep moving. We keep moving. But, you know, it's just as long as you're not raising an asshole, I think it's fine. I really do. I think it's fine. Oh, side note, we're probably going to curse a little bit on this podcast. So if you're not cool with that, I'm sorry. Maybe like the big time cursing, we're going to bleep it out. But there's going to be like, again, we're going to have fun. So if stuff slips out, it might happen. I don't know. We could even talk about horse show dogs, like best dogs. Who would think a Pomeranian is such a good, loyal horse show barn dog? This guy, he is an amazing dog. Huh, Nikki? This is my second Pomeranian. I just love them so much. And I know there's a couple other horse show girls out there that love Pomeranians too. They, you know, different personalities. It's kind of like the horses. Like they all have different personalities and they all fit in different programs, so to speak. But this Pomeranian, he fits in my program. So, oh, you know what? Okay, so let's talk about like different programs too. And, you know, I don't want this to just be a podcast for amateurs. Like this is going to be something that I want to bring trainers on. I want to bring a judge or 2 or 3 or 10 on. But again, I don't want to talk about like, oh, why did you get into judging or why did you become a horse trainer? Again, that's going to be a part of it. But the deep dive of it is just going to be like life and like, what is life like for you? And like, let's talk about the silly shit and like, you know, I just want to see that side of it and it just not be so serious and so deep, because I don't want any of you going on the internet after these podcasts and complaining. No. No keyboard warriors complaining about how a Western pleasure horse goes or whatever. Like, no, that's not what we're doing here. We are just talking about how cool it is that we have horses in our lives, and we all came together because of horses in our lives. You know, crazy enough, the horse world is such a small community. I can't tell you how many times I've like been on an airplane and somebody asks where I'm going, what I'm doing. And, you know, they're like, oh, well, do you know so-and-so? And they show horses. And you know what? A lot of times I do. It's kind of crazy. It is such a small world. I mean, I have dabbled a little bit in like the hunters and like barrel racing, and they also like all the stock breed stuff. So I've been able to touch a lot of different disciplines within the horse community. So a lot of them, we actually all kind of like touch each other, you know? That sounded bad. You know what I mean. But I would even love to, you know, somebody who crosses over between like the AQHA stuff and the USEF stuff. Like what kind of world is that? Like what does that look like? Is that hard? Is it more fun? I don't know. Because again, that's what we're about. We're about having fun. So like, do you think the USEF people have more fun than the quarter horse people? I doubt it. You know what? Like, I feel like us stock breed people, we know how to have a good time. Like we do. We really know how to have a good time. And that's what we need to do more of that. You know, a lot of these horse shows are having exhibitor parties and they're trying to bring that fun back into horse showing. It is so freaking expensive. It needs to be fun, right? Like we're letting somebody judge us in the middle of an arena. Like no one even really likes to be judged. Right? But we put ourselves out there to be judged by this one individual human being, and we get mad sometimes, right? Like it doesn't go your way, whatever, and you get mad. So then afterwards, like you need to like brush it off and go have fun, because that's really, really, really why we keep going back and doing this. So I would be interested in a conversation with some local organizations and affiliates of AQHA or Appaloosas or paint clubs and talk to them about how they're bringing the fun back into showing horses, because it's an expensive sport and we don't want it to go away completely. I mean, it probably never will, but it could diminish substantially and we don't want that. So let's do what we can to keep it fun, for sure. So anyways, I think I said a lot already. Was that a lot? You guys, do you know, it's kind of weird to like sit here and talk by yourself, but at the same time, it's not. And I don't know, well, I'm an only child, so I probably have done like a lot of talking to myself over the years because I was alone. Childhood trauma. That's a whole nother thing too. No, we're not even going to talk about that. I really, you know what? I've had it good. I really have. Right, Nikki? I've had it good. But I really think that there is a place for some fun conversations regarding horses and talking about some new innovative products that are going to make our time spent in the barn more fun and just maybe even like make it cooler. I don't know. Is that what the kids are saying now? Are they saying cooler? Probably not. But you know, again, like I said, I'm almost 40. I don't know what the cool thing is to say anymore. But let's do this. Let's do this. I think we should even have like, if you're watching this, because I'm going to put this on YouTube, my dog just rolled over. Like he can't even take this anymore. Like he's just like flat freaking out. Anyways, I think we should even let people call in. There could be like, you know, a hotline, but we could call it the trot line. Is that ridiculous? I like it. I think we could do like the trot line. We could take some calls of like funny things that happen to you at a horse show or at the barn, or like if you have a relationship question, we will duke it out. We'll figure it out for you. You know, you're having a hard time with your boyfriend that doesn't want to get on board with you being a horse girl. I can tell you right now, get rid of him. But anyways, I think we should do things like this. We should keep it fun. Let's giggle, have a glass of wine or whatever your cocktail, you know, whatever your favorite cocktail is, or mocktail. Listen, we don't judge. You do it. You do you, boo. And let's giggle in the barn. Let's do it, guys. It's fun. It's so fun. So if you like what you heard here today and you like what you saw here, let's subscribe, like, and share. Like, let's spread the fun times in the barn. Let's do it, guys. So, talk to you soon. Stiff.